Hi guys, it's your girl qochemist, and I'm coming to you briefly. As you can probably see, I have a bunch of little ponytails in my head. And you might be wondering, why am I wearing my hair like this? Well, first of all, let me say, about a week ago, before the holidays, I decided to finally break down and retwist my hair because I knew I was going to see my family, and I hadn't seen them in a while, and I wanted to give a good presentation, shall we say, because I do have about 2 inches of new growth. And some people, just think that, have a perception of locks being neat and, pristine, and I wanted to provide that for my family members, even though I'm very comfortable with the new growth. So, after I retwisted, I noticed that it seemed like I had more length, I guess as a result of taming all that loose hair at the root that was shrinking up every time I washed it. So it's a week later or so, and I've decided that I kind of want to wash my hair, but at the same time, I want to preserve the retwist. I don't want to go through the trouble of retwisting it again, but I want to wash my hair. It's only been a week, so my hair is not really dirty, but I just feel the need to get it up under the water. So I am using a technique that I used back in the day when I had baby locks. When I would retwist my hair, in order to kind of preserve the retwist, but also still, keep my hair clean, I would do this. I would band locks together, kind of, keeping the twisted pattern of the maintenance intact by banding them at the roots, and then I would wash my hair with the bands in and allow it to dry with the bands in, and then I wouldn't have to retwist my hair again. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to take some diluted, I think this is Castile soap, and maybe even a little bit of my black soap maybe in here that I've liquefied down. I'm going to get in the shower, I'm going to get under the spray, I'm going to wet my hair all the way down. I'm going to then apply this all over, particularly at the scalp and the roots of my hair. I'm going to manipulate it ever so slightly, and then once I'm satisfied with it being clean, I'm going to rinse it thoroughly, and then I'm going to get the excess water out and allow it to dry overnight. And so what I will do is come back in the morning and let you guys see what it looks like. What I'm hoping this will provide for some of you is an alternative to going 2 or 3 weeks without washing your hair in order to preserve your retwist. For those of you who do retwist on a regular basis. Now, when I interlock, this is not an issue. This is not even something I have to consider. But right now, I'm on this kind of lazy maintenance schedule. So, yeah, this is what I've decided to revert back to. So I'll let you guys know how it works out. Alright, see you in the morning. Bye. Hi guys, it's me. I just wanted to come back really briefly. I am out of the shower. I have, done the washing as I described. I sprayed the shampoo at the roots, massaged as best I could, got in there, and also sprayed all the ends as well, and kind of, worked the shampoo through. With it being diluted, that made it a lot easier. And then I stayed up under the water as for a long period of time, just to make sure that I rinsed out all the soap and any potential residue that was left over from the gel that I used to retwist my hair. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys see what it looks like. I mean, it's wet, but what it looks like with the band still on. And I'm just going to take a towel, take some of the excess water from the ends, but this is pretty much how I'll be sleeping tonight. I'll probably cover it with a scarf, but this is how I'm sleeping tonight. Now, I do want to go ahead and point out that in the morning when I take the bands off, I don't want to get those comments that, oh, it doesn't look like a fresh retwist. That's not my intent. My intent is just to keep the new growth tame where I don't feel the need to retwist it, and this will achieve that, or at least it used to achieve that when I had baby locks, so I'm hoping it will achieve it with the with my mature locks as well. So I will see you guys in the morning so you can see me taking the bands out, or yeah, I'll probably take most of the bands out because I'm going to probably film this on my phone and I have to hold it with one hand. But yeah, I'll let you guys see the results in the morning. All right, bye guys. Hi guys, good morning. I'm just taking out the last rubber band from my hair. It's a little, my ends are a little damp, and I did run into one section over here that was still a little damp toward the root, so I just put a clip there to hold those. Didn't really twist them, just to hold them so that they don't unravel. But yeah, let me show you. Now it is a little fuzzy because it has been wet, a little though, not extreme. And I haven't put my oil or anything on it yet, but let me show you, particularly down at the roots. Now I have a few that are still going to unravel more than I would like because they're just thicker. But for the most part, I think it still looks really good this morning. Like I said, this is not a means of having your hair look like a fresh retwist after you wash it. It's just kind of a way to preserve, I guess if you will, the neatness of your retwist if you really want to still get some washing in. One other thing I did observe, I think because the last time that I retwisted, I think I was too lazy to mix my raw honey in, so I added more Eco Styler to the raw honey Eco Styler mixture without adding more honey. So I did notice, I don't know if I glopped on a lot or something in a couple of places, I did notice at the I guess sort of at the root, near the root, I had quite a bit of residue in some. I tried to get it off by like wiping it down. It seems like it's gonna just dry back into my hair, but so this is, you know, like I said, this is not a super thorough clarifying wash. It's just a means of getting your scalp clean, you know, getting your ends clean. If you're going to actually, if you're really in need of a wash, I mean, if it's been like a month or something, you need to just go ahead and wash your hair and retwist it. But for me, it had only been a week, but I was just desperate to get some water on my scalp. So, hope this was helpful. Again, I'll show you guys what it's looking like. Still pretty good defined parts. Now, if you interlock like I normally do, this is not even an issue for you. But since I had retwisted, you know, this is just something that I did to kind of preserve it. And I may actually do this over the next couple of weeks with my locks. Again, this is something I used to do when I had baby locks quite often. So, like I said, maybe this was helpful for someone. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, one more quick thing. I just want to say this may not work for every hair type. I do want to point that out. If your hair relies heavily on the product that you use to stay kind of in a twisted state, this may not work well for you, because when you, of course, when you wash it and you put the shampoo on and you're rinsing the water through, the majority of the product is washing out of your hair. So if you can't, I would say if you don't have the type of texture that you could basically retwist with oil and water, which that's the kind of texture I have, as long as I allow it to dry, my hair will pretty much stay in a state of, you know, being twisted. You know, it'll pretty much stay twisted. If you don't have that type of texture, this may not work for you. You're welcome to try it, but it may not work for you. Like I said, because the majority of the product does somewhat, you know, wash out of your hair. And another thing I do want to point out, if you are trying this, please make sure that you let your hair completely dry at the roots before you take the bands out. I noticed I didn't do that in some places, and it is a little more poofy. So if you definitely want, you know, a tighter, I guess, definition at the roots, you probably want to make sure you leave those bands in. But other than that, like I said, my hair feels great. I just put some oil in it, and I love it. So just wanted to add those 2 extra points onto the end. Alright guys, see ya!